Barbara Steger was a Sunday school teacher, a devoted wife, and the mother of 2 sons in Durham, North Carolina. She had a reputation as a devout Christian, active in her church and community. But behind her seemingly perfect life, Barbara harbored dark secrets that would shock even those closest to her. In 1985, her husband, Russell Steger, a well-liked high school coach and former military officer, was found shot in the head while lying in bed. Barbara told police she had accidentally discharged the weapon while trying to move it. She claimed Russell had kept a loaded handgun under his pillow, and it went off as she tried to make the bed. The police initially ruled the shooting an accident. However, Russell's family and friends were not convinced. Just days before his death, Russell had begun to suspect that something was terribly wrong in his marriage. He had confided in friends, telling them he believed Barbara was stealing from him and possibly planning to kill him. He began secretly recording conversations with her and making notes of his concerns. The turning point came when one of those cassette tapes was discovered after his death. On it, Russell expressed his fears that if anything happened to him, Barbara would be responsible. He stated clearly that she was lying about money and had likely forged documents. His suspicions were chillingly accurate. Investigators reopened the case. As they dug into Barbara's financial history, they uncovered a disturbing pattern. She had amassed massive credit card debt under Russell's name and forged his signature on loan documents. Worse, it was revealed that Barbara's first husband, Larry Ford, had also died under suspicious circumstances in 1978. He too had been shot, and the death had been ruled accidental at the time. The circumstances were strikingly similar to Russell's death. The evidence against Barbara mounted. She had taken out large life insurance policies on both husbands. In each case, she stood to gain financially from their deaths. Her demure demeanor and church-going image had shielded her from scrutiny for years, but now that facade was beginning to crumble. In 1988, Barbara Steger was arrested and charged with the murder of Russell Steger. Her trial captivated the community. Prosecutors painted a picture of a manipulative woman who used her charm and religious devotion to mask her greed. The defense argued that the shooting had been accidental and that Barbara was a loving wife caught in a tragic situation. The jury did not buy it. In 1989, Barbara was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death. However, her sentence was later commuted to life in prison without parole. Barbara Steger is serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole at the North Carolina Correctional Institution for Women. The case drew national attention and inspired several books and a made-for-television movie titled Death of a Cheerleader's Mom, based on Barbara's double life and the shocking betrayal of those who trusted her. Barbara's sons, who once defended their mother, later came to terms with the reality of what she had done. Russell's family, especially his mother, continued to fight for justice and warned others about the dangers of domestic deceit. This case is a haunting reminder that appearances can be deceiving. A loving exterior can mask sinister intent, and those closest to us may sometimes pose the greatest danger.